Hello, this reading is going to be figuring out the lie when it comes to the Anaqua Springs case, Nicole, Alexa, and London. So, I want to go here, figuring out the lie. Nicole, what is the lie concerning what happened to you and your daughters? Why is it being kept from us? And when / if will we find out the truth? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Nicole, the lie, the hangman. That's kind of ironic that it's a woman. Ending something on pause, sacrifice. Who else got the hangman? I'm gonna have to go down and write what everybody got. Sorry, my light might act up. Okay, the hangman. Let me read it from here. Speaks about sufferings and many struggles. It has a beautiful synthesis because 1 + 2 = 3, which signifies traitor. Hold on. I'm going back to a reading I did the other day. Traitor, Judas, 1 + 2 = 3, which signifies material and spiritual production. This arcanum is powerful in the spiritual and in the social aspects, promises struggles in the economical and in the social aspects, guarantees contrarieties, anguish, downfalls, material loss in some conditions of life, and profit in others. Presentiments which enliven and presentiments which discourage. So in limbo, in pause position, struggling because of money, struggling because of acceptance. What's the hangman here? Uncertainty, temporary situation, and sacrifices. So the lie is, I need to go here. Okay. In this interpretation, it says, the hangman, when combined with other cards, it can suggest a voluntary or forced suspension. So a voluntary act or a forced act, sometimes interpreted in extreme contexts as a self-inflicted situation. Let me read that again. Sometimes interpreted in extreme contexts as a self-inflicted situation. I wonder, I'm not saying he's guilty, but I wonder what sign the boyfriend is. I should have looked that up before. Maybe he's a Pisces, maybe he has a drinking problem, maybe he has a couple of loose screws. Not saying that, but, okay. The Hangman. So, alright, let me read it in reverse. Selfishness, traitors, feeling like a victim. So she's getting ready to go make a new life, get an apartment, move her family. Sick of being provided materially, in a material sense for, and wanted something deeper, love, respect for her kids, for herself. Yeah, she's not feeling like a victim. He'd be feeling like a victim. Okay. I'm gonna get two. Nicole, what about this lie? What about this lie? Trapped. Yeah. Nicole, tell me about the lie. Astronomer, discovery, augury. The astronomer. Alright, and we're talking about a lie, so... Okay, I'm going to read it in reverse. Alright, I'm going to read the whole thing. Gold instruments were... A telescope tilts upwards, revealing galaxies impossible distances away. The planets turn, reliable and infinite, unaffected by the frantic lives of men. The astronomer thrives in shadows, for it is the darkest night that shows the brightest of stars. Where others look to books and history for knowledge, excuse me, the astronomer knows that there are greater powers at work in the world. The constellations tell them what they need to know. It says, you are in a complex situation, and clues on how to navigate it won't come from past experiences. Now is the time to look both beyond and within for answers, and to trust in your intuition. Let go of the material needs and concerns that are holding you back, and meditate on what your gut is telling you. Others who are like-minded may be able to guide you. Be open to their perspectives, but don't be bound by them. Now, in reverse, it says, before you can make necessary decisions, you need to be practical and put some long-term goals into place. Without these, you're likely to overlook important details that could cause disarray further down the line. Don't let material needs sway your choices, but don't neglect their necessity either. Yeah, the lie is that she did this to herself. That's the lie. She was trapped. She was living what some people would consider a fairy tale life, but it was actually a nightmare. I think there were a lot of secretive things going on. There was a lot of disrespect. There was a lot of, there was a bias. Alright, let me get some stickers on the lie. Nicole, tell us about this lie. That you unalived your daughters and yourself. Tell us about the lie. Oh, wow. So I got, before, when I was writing went a little bit of info down about this case, I got ripped, torn, and flipped. Ripped, torn, and flipped. Tell us about this lie. A dog and a cat. Tell us about this lie. Okay. So, wow. Alright, it's a cat, and behind it says, there's proof. There's proof somewhere. Cat, again, magic, nobility, and sensuality. Hip-hop hooray. Something about the pelvic bone, children, motherhood, hips, hip, hip, hooray. Rage. Red nose, red hand, there's proof. Texas, wow. Wow, okay. So, has this happened before? Will this happen again? I want to know what this is. Rage. So, were there bruises? To the stomach, to the gut, to the pelvic area? Where on your body, Nicole? Oh, this came out. That flew out, too. What was I asking about? I don't even know. Alright, where on your body would they find proof? Other than your head. Okay, it wants me to take both. So, the eye came out, and then biliary tree, which is somewhere around the pancreas. This feels like stomach shots. But this flew out. Love, marriage, children, romantic, jealousy, divorce, infatuation, crime of passion, narcissism, hate, sex, arranged marriage, obsession, empathy, selfless, idolize, Jesus, and long distance. Yeah, this... Okay. I was asking about proof. So something to do with love, their love in general, how they love, what they interpret as love. Okay, why is it being kept from us? That's a lot of jewelry. Four of Pentacles. Why is it being kept from us? Four of Pentacles. Money is slipping through your fingers and your spending habits exceed your saving habits. You may be spending unconsciously, hoping it will bring happiness, create positive relationship with money. Now, that'd be it in reverse. It's being kept from us. It's a lie. So, money, love, material possessions, a knowing, green heart, that this isn't the right person, that somebody who loves you would take care of you and your family. Why is it? Because of greed. It's being kept from us because of greed and money. Let's say Four of Pentacles here. The media. So somebody somebody got a chance to narrate the way the story got told. What else about Four of Pentacles? Why is it being kept from us? Greed or desire for long-term security. Okay, let me just get, what about this secret being kept from us? What about this secret being kept from us? Let me go here. Nicole, what about the secret being kept from us? All right, higher wisdom. Explore options, learn what you can, expand your horizons. There's proof. There's something written. Whether that's in a computer, a phone, a security camera, a journal, a book, there's proof of something. A jewelry box, a jewelry receipt, a bank statement, an insurance policy. There's some kind of proof of something. Okay, what about this? Why is this secret being kept from us? Media and jewelry. Why is this secret being kept from us? Something proof-wise. You're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Grandparents. What's this? Hawaii hula girl. An evil hula girl with a mask. Swinging. Swinger. Part of the brain. I think. No. Is that the lung? Yeah, that is the lung. I think. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that's the lung. Yes, this is... Okay. You're my chosen one. Yeah, that goes back to this love thing. Pink hearts. Hearts. Love. Somebody's obsessed. Alright. Now, when and if will the truth come out? When and if will the truth come out? Let me go here. When, Nicole, when and if will the truth come out? When it's supposed to. When the cloak has been lifted, when the veil is thin, when somebody no longer wants to keep somebody else's secrets. Okay, get some stickers on this. When and if will the truth come out? Nicole, when and if will the truth come out? So I'm getting a lot of sacral chakra. An old-time player. Funny how I just said it that way. Trucks give me trafficking. Look at this. Hawaii again. Hold on. So what's this? I don't think somebody was making money in an honest way. Wow. Evidence. Proof. Brown paper bag. I think whoever did it's going to get caught up in something. They might not have to pay. They might not get comma or have to pay for this crime, but they're definitely going to get them because they think they got away with this one. They're going to get themselves into another one. Or whoever is hiding the proof might give it up, might give them up, or might go down with them when the veil gets lifted. Okay. And I think it's somebody older that knows stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you.